Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome to the 2024 MFL Field Vision Podcast. I'm your host, Nadeem. I have my co host with me, Ubi, and we got our moderator, Walid Saifan. Unfortunately, Lemajid Jordan, or Lemajid James, is not able to be here because he's a bum playing basketball, and he thinks basketball is more important than the MFL. So that's where we're at.
All right, guys. For our first segment, we're going to talk about the player of the weeks. So to spice it up, let's talk about the defensive player of the week. Nadeem, how'd you win that? Speak up.
Man, you know we had to pop
I don't
out.
know, man. People were saying that you paid the committee. What was that about?
So before the game, I told Amin, I was like, watch this. I slid him a 20. And Carlos, like that, it just happened. It just nature took its course, and then Walid and Amin had their little side conversations. You know how it's just how it is.
Yeah. But, I mean, to be honest, I think you just represented your team.
For
You
sure.
guys had a shutout. That almost never happens. Azuz, of course, you should have had a chance, but...
I just want to say I'm Team Azuz. Azuz should have won it. No, this is rigged, but it's all good. It's all good.
You know how Kendrick, bro. Kendrick,
Nadim's representing his team. It's all good. They got a shutout.
Kendrick said it himself. Sometimes you
Congratulations.
just gotta pop out and show people, bro. That's how it is. That's how it is.
But how about AJ, bro? AJ went offensive.
Man.
Bro, that's Randy Moss right there. That's straight up Randy Moss. He was going over 3 people the whole time, the whole game.
Even Ahmed
He was
Agha
just-
in the Instagram comments, he said, "Screw it, AJ's somewhere down there." So
He had
so
him
he
before,
wasn't lying
right?
on that.
He had him before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he knows what's up.
So let's talk about the games. I'll start off with Doomy and Ubi. You guys gonna want to go off?
Ubi, you can start.
Man, that was a very rough game, to say the least. But I'll just say this. We had a lot of missing pieces. Missing Else is huge. Just from missing Else, I felt like we were putting people in positions where they normally wouldn't be. So I felt like it was making our defense a lot weaker, especially our offense. I mean, it was just hard to get people going. I just didn't know where people were gonna be. Trying to build that chemistry. There was a bunch of people that have never played flag football, so I gotta just build that chemistry, and then hopefully when Else gets back, we'll get better from
Bounce
there.
back. Are you playing him on defense anytime soon with his hand?
Man, possibly I might put him at corner, even with one hand. I don't care.
He's there, bro. He's
I
there.
mean-
He's a first rounder for a reason, man. Else is Else, even with one hand.
Exactly. Him with one hand is still better than 90% of the league.
For sure.
So-
For sure. No, that's facts, bro. He's still a first round pick. Else is still Else, man. People are disrespecting him, man. Else is still the same old Else, so that's how it goes.
It's all. I just want to say this, Osama, you're not just a basketball player.
You mean Diop?
Hey.
Wait, I mean, I never said that. I never said he's just a basketball player. But, anyways, he's not just a basketball player. Same with Leah. I'm glad he balled out. That's an ex teammate of mine. So I hope he balls out this year.
Oh, shout out to Diop, man. I know he watches these podcasts because he kept going to me saying, "I'm a reach, I'm a reach." So
We
I
love
know
the
he
Grizzlies,
watches.
man. Except for Magic, because he's a sellout, but yeah.
Majid would be a reach at any round, though.
Facts.
Get him at the 9th. That's a reach.
He's undraftable.
How about you and the team? How about your team?
Man, honestly, we were just connecting, man. Like Doomy wanted to put out a statement. We were just connecting. We trash talk on both sides. I mean, Doomy just came out slinging. That's just how it is. We just wanted to put a statement out. I mean, 46-0 speaks big numbers. So that's really all I have to say. Inshallah, next week we'll see the same outcome.
No. Next game, Sodani versus Muslimin. Or Muslimin versus Mu'minin.
Man, that was the AJ show. That was the AJ show. How many he had? He had 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. That's an all-star performance, man. Like, you can't say nothing about that. Like, I think he mossed Fahad twice that game. He had 1 deep ball that got called back on a shaky OPI call. I mean, he's just there. Like, it's just that simple. You throw it up to him, he's gonna get it, no matter who's around him, no matter who's contesting it. And then you had Omar Ahmed, man. Career performance, in my opinion. 4 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. I mean, you don't see that often. 5 total touchdowns. That's crazy. Like, just the fact that he's able to do that. So, mashallah, man. He's moving out there.
Bro, AJ was straight up manhandling that whole team. I've never seen anything like it. He was making Fahad look like a little kid.
He was, bro.
But I mean, that's just AJ. He's just diffy. People are saying he might be going first overall next year.
I could see that. I could see it 100%. 100%.
Yeah. I think this is the season where everyone realizes AJ might be number 1 now.
100%.
And he honestly might be in the run for like MVP of the year.
I mean, let's not take away from what Fahad was doing, man. I mean, 4 passing touchdowns. He threw 2 picks though. 2 of the picks, one was towards the end. I wouldn't want to count it against him. It was just a throw it up prayer throw. But I mean, I'm looking at the stats right here. 4 touchdowns, 2 picks thrown. I mean, it is what it is. Ben with the first play. Do you guys remember that first play touchdown, deep ball? Yeah. From their own wherever 3-yard line to the house, first play of the game, touchdown. That was crazy. That was a big opening statement. I mean, it's hard to come back from that, but you know, Mu'minin came back in full stride. I also wanted to shout out Hamada, man. He had a 2-sack performance. You're not used to seeing Hamada rush, so 2 sacks is impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Going over the next game, this was a pretty ugly offensive game, but Sprite versus NM. What you guys' thoughts about it?
Man, here's the thing, man. I just don't know how you have one of the best quarterbacks in the league throw 4 picks and you still choke, man. Like, that's just how it is, bro. They straight choked. You have Azuz with 2 pick sixes and you can only muster up 1 touchdown. That's unacceptable in my opinion. Like, you just can't go out like that, man. Like, you go out 1 touchdown, like that's unacceptable. I mean, Omar missed a couple huge throws. Defensively, I mean, at the same time, Salam's defense was impenetrable, but at the same time, you can't let up 4 picks and just not do anything on the board with that. But in honor of the glaze that's been going around, I decided to make a little poster going around. We got Azuz right here, and his boy Hamada. Hamada's just been, the glaze has been unreal, and you see right here, as you can see, let me get closer. Can you guys see? It says,
what does it say?
I need to be known as the Azuz Glazer. You can buy these online, by the way, $5.99. It'll go to Hamada's foundation, his anti-glaze foundation, and that's just how we want to put it out, man. He needs help. This man just needs help.
But Ubi, you had Azuz. Does he deserve the glaze?
Bro, he deserves it. I mean, do you not see he got like 3 picks? Like, that's insane. Against EB too. That's not like any normal QB. That's not like me. That's against EB.
For sure.
Like, just for that, he low-key should have got Defensive Player of the Week. But I understand, honestly, there's, the whole team-winning aspect.
Yeah, and I mean, we're not taking away anything from Azuz. I mean, he's there at the perfect times. The ball somehow always ends up around the ball. So I mean, I'm not taking away anything from him. But 3 pick catches. He housed 2 of them. He had 3 picks. He housed 2 of them. So he had a great defensive performance, in my opinion.
So I'm just wondering, why was Omar having problems like on offense? Was it just because he was like focusing on Azuz too much, or was it?
I talked to him after the game. He was saying, man, the heat, because they were the last game, and that's peak heat hours. We were delayed, so the game ended up. I think it was close to 1:30 towards the end of the game. So that was peak heat moment. I mean, it was pushing 100 degrees, and he was telling me, man, like his body was just giving out. So that was a factor. And then like Khalas, at one point, like the human body, man, it just can't take the heat anymore. So I think that just collapsed them.
For sure.
That's how it goes, man.
Bro, I was there just for half of the game, and when I was walking back to my car, I legit felt like I was gonna pass out just walking to the car.
Crazy.
So I can't imagine playing in that game. So that's gonna.
Another thing, Doomy rigged the schedule to where we play twice first, so I'm happy about that. We play first
Yeah.
both of the first weeks. Inshallah, it gets cooler later down the stretch, but that first game is nice, man.
And alhamdulillah, man.
So going to the next segment, the Stefan hierarchy. You guys already saw it, but so at sixth place, FC Palestino. Fifth place is Sprite. Fourth place is Muslimin. Third place is Sanam. Second is Mu'minin. And first is Intifada. What you guys thoughts about that?
So FC Palestino, I'll say this: I'm in agreement. We have like a lot to prove. First off, by me, I have a lot to prove, but the rest of my team also has something to prove. So hopefully, we'll start picking things up here in the next few weeks. But what do you think, Nadim?
I mean, I think yeah. I mean, it's just not putting up any points on the board, man. So I think
Yeah.
number 6. I mean, it's only up from here. I mean, in my opinion, like there's no going lower than that, you know. So it's only going up from here. You're not gonna go down. You're only climbing up and up every week. So inshallah it picks back up for you guys. Number 5, you said we got Sprite. I could see that too. I mean, offensively, man, they just got to pick it up. Like, you have the first overall pick in Azuz. You got to use him as that offensive weapon. He was getting locked up on defense last week. So, I mean, that duo of Ali and Tokir, man, they were locking up on the edges, the outsides. So, he's just got to find a way to utilize Azuz more. Defensively, I mean, you saw the stats. They did good. So, I think number 5 is pretty good for him right now.
I think Omar needs to figure out a way to utilize Amin more. Because Amin, no matter what, can just get open anytime he wants.
Yeah.
So I feel like if he targets Amin, he's going to go crazy this season.
Yeah. And then their rushers, man. I mean, he has the time, too. He has the Libe and Enes. And then he's bringing back Tawfiq. So, I mean, they're going to have a good front O-line and then D-line with Ahmed Q and all that. So, they should be
getting... Ahmed's missing like half the season, so that's that might kill him throughout like for playoff season.
They might get away with Tawfiq too,
seeding.
But
Tawfiq
makes up for it. Yeah, I mean that swatting, man. This guy's hands are huge, so he just swats down everything. So they should be good on that end. They just got to find a way to pick it up offensively. But I think number 5 is good for him as of now. And then number 4 we got Muslimin. It's tough. It's tough to rank them just because, in my opinion, they played Omar Ahmed. I mean, he played like a Hall of Fame quarterback last week. So I mean, it's hard to rank them. They didn't have a bad game necessarily. They were just simply playing against AJ. That's how it works, man. They just simply played against AJ. But I feel like they'll definitely pick up. They had the hardest matchup of the season. It's only up from here.
I think Muslimin should be moved up in the rankings just a little bit. I think they should be put over Salam.
I can see that as well. Yeah, 100%.
Just because I don't think they struggled as much, and I feel like when they figure things out with like Noah, I think they're just gonna be insane.
He's deadly, man. And then Rahima didn't play as much, so that was a huge liability, especially with AJ being on the field.
What happened? Why was he on the field?
If I'm not mistaken, he got hurt. If I'm not mistaken. So he didn't have too much PT on the field, but I'm sure like if he's on there, he's a team leader. I mean, he'll bring everyone back up, and I mean do something about AJ Moss and everyone because he was going crazy. But if we go to next, Salam number 3, you could just tell EB's rusty, man. He is just straight rust. Like especially him losing Ihab early in the game. That's his second rounder. So that's his number 2 option. So losing him early in the game, that definitely ruined a lot of things for him. But it's just one of those things, man, to where he's just got to knock off the rust. And EB's EB at the end of the day, so he'll pick back up. Falah had a good game. Tokir had a few deep, nice runs. I mean, they're really deep at receiver. I mean, I had showed up when Ihab got booted, so they have good things coming for him for sure, especially with EB at QB. And then at number 2, looks like the hierarchy has Mu'minin. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, I'd like to switch my team Intifada with Mu'minin. I'm putting Mu'minin at 1, just because Omar, man, he had an all-star performance. He had a tough matchup. In my opinion, we had the easiest matchup on the field on the week. So we can't really judge that. We didn't see too much, in my opinion, our performance, just because we had that many points. It wasn't too impressive. I mean, we had the easiest matchup, in my opinion. So I'm not putting us at 1. I'm going to switch us up and put us at number 2 just because of Ahmad's incredible performance. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm in agreement right there. I mean, Ahmad has to be number 1 after that performance, especially manhandling Fahad's team. But yeah, I mean your team, I would put them at number 2 or 3 just because of the matchup. I mean,
You were missing players for sure, too, man.
yeah, we're missing players. You guys were able to just take shots down the sideline and just moss half my team. So so when we get that figured out, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
when we get that figured out, it's gonna look better. But for you guys, yeah, I mean, it just looked a little easy out there.
you got Chuz Mency coming back, too. That's huge.
Yeah, that's
Chuz
big
is
piece.
not getting mossed. Chuz is the last
No.
person on the field to get mossed.
Bro, he's punching someone before he gets mossed.
He's not getting mossed, man.
Just my quick opinions. I think the top 4 teams, Muslimin, Salam, Mu'minin, Intifada, those are like, no matter what, they're always being discussion to be in the final. But I
sure.
feel like Sprite and FC Palestino are always like dragging behind. They're just there, in my opinion, just to fill some space for now until they can start improving. Like Omar Hassan is just his rookie season. We don't expect that much. But Mu'minin and Intifada, I think currently Mu'minin is favored to win it all. But I can't put Intifada at 2 because they had the perfect game. Yes, they might have played a bad team, but you can't not put the team that went 46-0.
I'm just trying to be humble, man.
I respect that. I respect it.
Let's make it kind of quick. About week 2, a lot of people are missing, but this can be a good thing because we can see a lot of new quarterbacks, and we can see new quarterbacks that can rise up and hopefully be quarterback or captain next year. Like I think he has a chance for EB's team to be a quarterback, and hopefully we can see more of him and people can trust them. And
I heard Bad is playing QB, so it's gonna be Ayed against a Bad, man.
Man,
No, he has Ben. Why doesn't he use Ben as QB?
Word on the street is a Bad's playing quarterback. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know what's going on, but it's gonna be a mid off in my opinion. Who's more mid? So that's how
it's pretty good. I think Ad's pretty good.
For sure. I'm taking Ayed over a Bad any day of the week, 100%. But it just depends on who folds first, to be honest. So for week 2, the first matchup we got Omar Egypt versus Doomy. Team Sprite versus Intifada. Ubi, you could take that away to start off.
Team Sprite versus Intifada. Both quarterbacks are gonna be playing, right?
Yeah.
So they don't have anyone missing.
Not that I know of, no.
So if they don't have anyone, okay, I'm thinking the score is gonna be it's gonna be a pretty close game because Team Sprite, they have a really good defense. So I don't think you guys are just gonna be going down the sideline and just scoring the way you guys were.
They have Tawfiq too
last
this week.
Yeah, and Tawfiq. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a close game, but I still have Intifada up on top. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned the score, but yeah, it's gonna be like 32 to I'd say 32-24.
I could see that, yeah.
So close game.
I could call that a close game too.
And yeah, I mean, as long as you guys avoid the middle of the field, that's where Azuz is gonna be. You know, you guys might not actually throw picks, and you guys should be good to go. But if you guys attack Azuz, I mean, every quarterback I've seen that attacks Azuz will end up making a mistake, and then that's how it's gonna keep Sprite in the game.
For sure. My take, I mean, it's my team, but I think it's gonna be a lot closer. Obviously, a lot closer than last week. In my opinion, you just shut down Azuz. You shut down Team Sprite. That's how it works. Like you were saying, get the ball away from Azuz. Just don't on defense. Don't let the ball anywhere near him. If anything, I believe we do attack the sidelines just because that's the middle of the field is their strong point. Especially because they have Amin. Amin is versatile up at safety, man. He can move wherever he wants. So especially with Osama was mossing people last week. So throwing up the ball to Osama on the sidelines, I think that's in our favor. But I'm gonna say same score, 32-24. I could see that happening for sure.
Also,
Go ahead.
also one thing you guys are forgetting about. I mean, offensively, just because you guys shut down Azuz does not mean you guys are gonna be able to shut down Amin. It's either or. I mean, if he's getting targeted, he has probably the best hands in the league.
I could see that.
So-
I could see that. But I feel like outside of Azuz and Amin, he has El Yusuf down there. Yanal Ramahi was doing pretty good actually. Yanal Ramahi's hands are kind of nice, man. I think he caught a touchdown last week. So yeah, I could see that 100%. Last game, we're gonna go to your team versus Omar Ahmed. What do you think?
So this week Siraj is gonna be playing quarterback. So
As confirmed. As confirmed.
it's confirmed.
Okay. I heard Chaz wants to be quarterback.
No, Chaz is gonna be a great receiver, but Siraj is gonna be quarterback this week, and he's a good veteran QB, and I feel like he's gonna be able to get a lot of the receivers on the same page. So hopefully he'll be able to talk to them before the game, make sure everyone knows where to go, what pockets to go through, and I think he'll play pretty good. I think this week it'll be a closer game than the week before, just because AJ is going to be missing from Omar's team. But it's still going to be a tough game for us. Just because they're missing AJ, we're also missing Aus and me. So yeah, I think we have a chance, to pull through. So
Don't lie.
I'm not gonna say a score.
Man, I think, in my opinion, you guys are gonna. You guys gotta put points on the board, right? You guys just have to. I think Siraj with his veteran presence, man. I think he's gonna lift the team up. He has the experience. He has the captain experience. He knows how to win. He knows that mentality. He knows the captainship. Is that a word? But he knows how to get the job. Leadership. There it is. He knows the leadership role. He knows how to throw the ball. He's not gonna be using that bummy white ball of yours.
Hey.
So
that was bad.
yeah, and but definitely he'll get some points up there. But I still got to give it to Omar, man. 5 total touchdowns. You can't beat that, man. You just can't. 5 total touchdowns against a really good team last week.
But we have Chuz now.
You do have Chuz, so no one's getting mossed, and he won't have AJ, so there's no way Chuz is getting mossed. 100%.
Chuz is manning up AJ, so AJ is gonna be gone.
Chuz, I'm
0.
waiting for you. We're waiting for you, Chuz. But
I assume you got what's his name? What meeting winning? So
100%.
Just a quick recap. I think there's a lot of people missing, but this has a chance for a lot of newcomers or rising stars to show what they got. Because back in the day when I was on Hassan Johnson's team, he got suspended for a game in the playoffs, and then Fahad took over as quarterback, and that's how we know Fahad now. Just how we started. So this is a big opportunity for all the young guys.
For sure.
So
dang, you're old, man. How do you even remember that? That's a blast from the past. That's crazy.
Fahad was super young too.
Yeah.
The crazy part, we had Marad as a quarterback to start, but Hassan Johnson just benched them midweek, and he took over quarterback. And then the Ahmed Mahmoud incident happened. So he picked Fahad over Marad. So our last segment, I was trying to make it quick. So, you know how Jerry West is like the NBA logo?
Yeah.
What if we had a Jerry West type logo for our MFL league? Who would it be? And what type of pose would it be? I'll go first. I would pick like a veteran, and he's always there, always reliable. I would pick Mohamed Noodle as our Jerry West logo. Just catching one-handed. He's always there. How about you guys?
Wow. Okay, I have a good one. I have a nice one. I want Ubad al-Badawi with the pump fake 20 yards down the field. He's always running them whenever he runs out the pocket. You'll be 20 yards down the field. He's still pump faking you, trying to get you. So I want him with that pump fake. That's the logo. Obada Badu is my pick.
That's a pretty good one. I think I'd go with Hazem, and I want Hazem doing his little Pacheco run. You know how like Pacheco runs like as a running back,
Yeah,
knees are high. I want to see that.
I can see it with like the flags like flowing on the sides. That'd be sick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
No, that's a good pick. But I think that wraps it up for this week. We appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys for coming out. Alhamdulillah, it was a successful week 1. We look forward to seeing you guys in week 2. Inshallah, everything goes well. The weather is better, man. It was burning last week. Everyone, make sure to bring some waters if you can, extra waters, because we're going to end up running out of waters eventually. So everyone bring your own bottle. Try to conserve as much water as you can. Stay safe, and we're out. Assalamu alaikum.
Peace.
Damn.